Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gather round. Everyone loves a good journey, right? So buckle up for today. We're about to embark on a thrilling and a joyful adventure into this whimsical world of break-even point and margin of safety. So fasten your seatbelts, put on your adventure hats, and get ready for the roller coaster ride through the lands of financial fun. They say everything is better in the financial world. So is understanding concepts. Let's dive into our imagination to better understand these concepts. Imagine, if you will, a magical kingdom of business where the entrepreneurs, dreamers bring their ideas to life. But in this enchanted realm, there lies a treacherous path filled with pitfalls and uncertainties. But fear not, for our heroes, the break even point and the margin of safety are here to guide you through this fantastic journey. In this journey, let us look at through the introduction of what break even point is and margin of safety. How do we calculate them? After calculating, how are they going to help us analyze the situation? And everything in this world has its own limitations in one way or the other. So naturally, our heroes here do too. Well, we'll discuss about the limitations of this analysis, jump right into the examples for better understanding of the concept. Let's start with the break-even point, the superhero of financial analysis. It's like finding the hidden treasure that holds the key to the business survival. This mystical point represents the magical sale number needed to cover all your costs. It's as if you've discovered the secret map that leads to financial success. In technical terms, the break-even point is the point at which a company's total revenue equals its total cost, meaning there is no loss or gain for your business. In other words, you have reached a level of production where the cost of production equals the revenue of the product. But how do we find this elusive break-even point, you may ask? Fear not, for we have the trusty formula that will unlock the mysterious mysteries of this enchanting metric. Take your fixed cost, which are those pesky expenses that stay constant no matter what, and then divide them by the difference between your selling price per unit and the variable cost per unit. Voila, you've uncovered the magic formula to calculate the break-even point. Again, technically, fixed costs are those that do not change regardless of how much you produce, such as rent or salaries. Variable costs, on the other hand, increase or decrease depending on how much you produce, such, such as raw materials or labor. Once you have determined your fixed and variable costs, you can use the following formula to calculate your break-even point. Break-even point equals fixed cost by price minus variable cost per unit. This will give you the number of units you need to sell in order to cover your costs and break even. Now let's dive into the whimsical example to bring this concept to life. Imagine you are the proud owner of a unicorn themed cupcake shop. Your fixed costs, like rent, utilities, and sprinkles, add up to $1,000. Now each cupcake you sell costs you $2 to make, and you sell them for magical price of $5. Using our formula, we find that you need to sell 500 cupcakes to reach your break-even point. That's the enchanted number that will whisk you away to the land of profitability. But wait, there's more. As our adventure continues, we stumble upon margin of safety, a trusty shield against the unexpected storm in the business world. It's like having a magical force field that protects you from the whims of fate. Margin of safety represents the buffer between your actual sales and the break-even point. The higher the margin, the safer you are from the unexpected twist and turn. Again, the margin of safety is the amount of sales which can decrease before the company starts incurring loss. It is calculated by subtracting the break-even point from the actual or the projected sales. Picture this: you're sailing on a financial ship, and suddenly a storm hits. The sails drop unexpectedly, and panic sets in. But fear not, for your margin of safety is there to save the day. It's like a lifeboat that keeps you afloat even in the roughest of seas. By calculating your margin of safety, you'll know just how far you can withstand a sales drop without capsizing. Let's sprinkle some more fun into our example. Say you sold 700 cupcakes in a month, far surpassing your break even point of 500 cupcakes. Your margin of safety is a delightful 40%. That means if sales were to drop by 40%, you would still stay afloat, dancing through the waves of uncertainty with a smile on your face. Ah, but this is where the real magic happens. The break even point and margin of safety are like two peas in a financial pod. Changes in the fixed cost, variable cost, selling price, or sales volume will affect both the metrics. They work together hand in hand to keep your financial ships sailing smoothly. They're like this dynamic duo, Batman and Robin, ready to save the day and bring financial success to your kingdom. But let's not stop here. My Our heroes, the break even point and the margin of safety, have even more tricks up their sleeves. They can help you make informed business decisions, like whether to invest in the new equipment or hire additional staff. By using these matrices, you can calculate the financial impact of your decisions and make informed choices that will steer your business towards success. Speaking of which, the break-even analysis used to inform price decisions, product decisions, and marketing strategies. For example, if your break-even point is too high, the business may need to lower its prices or find ways to reduce its costs in order to become profitable. On the other hand, if the margin of safety is low, the business may need to increase its marketing efforts or diversify its product line in order to increase the sales and reduce its reliance on a single product or service. Now, as we sail through the exciting sea of business, we must also be aware of the hidden reefs, mysterious caves that lie ahead. Today, we are going to delve into those limitations too of our trusty companion, the break even analysis. But as they say, knowledge is power, and understanding these limitations will equip us to navigate the unpredictable currents of the financial world. Now imagine you're on a grand treasure hunt, armed with your trusty break-even analysis map. You're calculating your break-even point, plotting your course through profitability, when suddenly you encounter a rogue wave of reality. These limitations are like mischievous sea creatures that pop up and challenge your assumptions. Let's explore a few more of these challenges. Limitation 1: The Sea of Assumptions. Assumptions, those tricky creatures that lurk in the shadows. Break-even analysis relies on certain assumptions like a fixed selling price per unit and a constant variable cost per unit. But in the unpredictable world of business, prices fluctuate and costs vary and the unicorn changes color. So, keeping this in mind, the break-even analysis is based on simplified assumptions and may not fully capture the complexities of the real world. Limitation 2: The tides of external factors. Picture this: you're sailing through calm waters, confident in your break even analysis, then suddenly a storm rolls in. External factors like change in the economy, new competitors entering the market, or unexpected shifts in customer preferences can throw your break even calculations off course. Remember, my friends, the financial seas are ever changing, and external factors can create ripples that disrupt your carefully crafted break even analysis. Limitation 3: The island of fixed cost. Fixed costs, those stubborn landmasses that stand tall and unyielding, can present challenges in break-even analysis. While break-even analysis assumes fixed costs remain constant, in reality they can change over time. Rent might increase, equipment might need repairs, or your pet dragon might demand a raise. These changes in fixed costs can impact your break-even point and throw you off your calculations. Limitation 4: The mysterious land of economies of scale. Economies of scale, the mystical land where efficiency and cost savings abound. The break-even analysis assumes a constant unit cost, but as your business grows and you produce more units, you may experience cost reductions due to economies of scale. As you sail into this land of opportunity, remember to consider how changes in production volume can impact your break-even point. Now, it's important to note that these limitations don't mean we should abandon our break even analysis shift altogether. No, it simply means that we must be aware of these hidden obstacles and use our knowledge to navigate around them. Remember, break-even analysis is a valuable tool that provides insights into your business financial health and decision making. It helps you understand the minimum sales needs to cover costs and guide you on your quest for profitability. But like any tool, it has limitations, and understanding them allows us to make more informed decisions and set realistic expectations. So now let's recap our journey today. We've explored through enchanted lands of break-even point and margin of safety, two magical metrics that holds the key to the financial success. We've learned how to calculate them, seen them in action with a whimsical example, and discovered how they work together to keep our business afloat. And most importantly, we have seen how they help you make informed decisions and navigate the uncertainties of the business world. To better understand the concepts of break-even point and margin of safety, let's look at two example problems. The first problem involves a company that produces and sells t-shirts. The company has a fixed cost of $10,000 per month, variable cost of $5 per shirt, and sells each shirt for $15. To find break-even point, we need to use the formula break-even point equals fixed cost by price minus variable cost. In this case, the break-even point is 1000 shirts per month. If the company sells less than 1000 shirts, it will not make a profit. The margin of safety in this case would be any sales above 1000 shirts per month. The second problem involves a restaurant that has fixed cost of $20,000 per month and a variable cost of $10 per meal, and each sales are for $20. Using the same formula as before, we can find that the break-even point for the restaurant is 2000 meals per month. Any sales above 2000 meals would be considered the margin of safety. By understanding these numbers, the restaurant owners can make informed decisions about pricing, menu items, and marketing strategies to ensure profitability. So, next time you're on a financial adventure, remember the power of break even point and margin of safety, your trusty sidekicks on the path of financial freedom. And always remember to keep your sense of whimsy and joy alive, even in the world of business. Thank you and happy adventuring.